With the community transmission that dropped yesterday for Battlefront 2, we got not only all the information about the update arriving on Monday the 3rd of February, but we also got confirmation of what is to come later in February with the Age of Rebellion, meaning original trilogy content is coming to Battlefront 2. Alongside this, we got confirmation that Scarif will be a returning planet from Battlefront 2015, which will be added to Supremacy for the original trilogy era, which is going to be absolutely amazing, and the reception to this announcement was very positive. So this got me thinking, what else could we see for the Age of Rebellion updates coming to Battlefront 2 that are likely going to span February, March, and possibly even April, unless they decide to go for the Clone Wars Season 7 themed content. So I think it's pretty much confirmed that later this month we are going to be getting original trilogy co-op, which is going to be the main part of the February update. However, I doubt this is all they will add. I'm thinking they're going to add possibly some original trilogy Imperial and Rebel skins, or maybe even some new reinforcements. In my opinion, the original trilogy reinforcements in the game are the worst, so the original trilogy is definitely in need of some new reinforcements. So what reinforcements could we see? So I have a list of 8 potential reinforcements for the original trilogy era. Bear in mind, I don't expect all of these to come. Some of them aren't very likely at all, but I'm going to rank them in what I think are more likely to come to least likely to come. So starting off, we're going to talk about Bothan spies. Now obviously in the last update the Resistance got the Capex spy. In my opinion, the reinforcement wasn't as interesting as it could have been. It really wasn't much of a spy at all. It just had a melee weapon, a overheat blast, and then the beacon that can call down an orbital strike and jam the radar's scanner was kind of more what I was thinking in terms of abilities. But either way, a Bothan spy could be a really interesting addition. It could have some similar abilities to the Capex spy, but one thing I'd love to see would be a temporary invisibility ability. Obviously, to avoid it being very OP, the invisibility wouldn't be that amazing. You'd still be able to see them, but obviously a lot less than usual. And to counter the Bothan spy, we could also get the Shadow Trooper. Now the Shadow Trooper was a skin for the Imperials in DICE's first Battlefront game, but I'd also like to see it come as a potential reinforcement, again countering the Bothan spy, so therefore having its own invisibility and similar abilities. I think these two would be a great addition if they came together. Next up is a reinforcement that I think is very likely to come for the Imperials, and that's going to be the Imperial Flame Trooper. As seen in both Jedi Fallen Order and the Mandalorian TV show, there's also 2 different variants of these, so there could be different skins, and I think these guys would be great additions. Obviously, the First Order have their own Flame Trooper, so the Imperial version could have very similar abilities, would also save a bit of time for DICE, as they likely wouldn't need to work as much on the abilities and the weapon. Now to counter the Imperial Flame Trooper, there's not really many great options in my opinion, but another Rebel reinforcement could be the Rebel Pilot. And this actually was data mined quite a while back for the game, so seeing these guys come to the game would be very interesting. They could have some pretty unique abilities, such as potentially repairing some of the vehicles that the Rebels have, similar to how they could in the old Battlefront games. Next up, we could see some returning reinforcement from DICE's first Battlefront game, being the Alderaan Honor Guard and the Imperial Guard. In Battlefront 2015, these guys were actually additions for Leia and Palpatine. They were bodyguards, but in this game they could be added as reinforcements, obviously because the first game didn't have reinforcements, so DICE could adapt them for Battlefront 2. They could either have similar abilities or completely different ones, and one thing I'd love to see is for the Imperial Guards to have their own melee, and maybe even have melee as their primary weapon, introducing a whole new world of reinforcements. They could add so many different melee reinforcements for Battlefront 2, including Magna Guards, the Imperial Guards, Praetorian Guards, all those guys, but I'm not sure if that's very likely. And these last 2 reinforcements are ones that I don't think are very likely at all, and that would be the Purge Trooper from Jedi Fallen Order, and potentially adding Ewoks as a reinforcement. Obviously they're already in the game. They could be an Endor only reinforcement, but I'm not sure if that's very likely, as they would be probably very underpowered. So those are 8 potential reinforcements DICE could add. I'd be very shocked if they didn't add any reinforcements at all for this Age of Rebellion era for Battlefront 2. And next up we're going to talk about some potential Imperial and Rebel skins, as obviously these are incredibly lacking in the game. There are no Imperial skins at the moment. So with the confirmation of Scarif, it's pretty much 100% confirmed we're going to be getting Shore Troopers returning from Battlefront 2015 as well. These might even be a default appearance for Scarif. Another great Rogue One skin for the Imperials could be the Tank Troopers that are seen in the movies. I think this is actually such a cool skin, I'd love to see it added. Other skins for the Imperials could also return from Battlefront 2015. If the Shadow Trooper didn't come as a reinforcement, this could obviously be another skin option. Shock Imperial Troopers were in the last game, they could be brought back, as well as Death Star Troopers. These could even be a potential skin for the Officer, as I'm not sure it'd make a lot of sense for the Assault, Specialist and Heavy class. And for the Rebels, skins aren't lacking as much. We do have quite a few alien variants, but we could see even more. There's some from the campaign here. I'm not sure what species this is, to be totally honest, but these could be added as skin for the Assault or the Heavy or the Specialist. We could also see Mon Calamari as another alien head. That would be pretty cool to see. And one skin, again, because Scarif is returning, could be the Scarif Rebel Troopers that are seen in the movie and also in Battlefront 2015 again. Another returning skin that could be added to Battlefront 2 and would look amazing. So those are some of my picks for potential content for reinforcements and skins that could come to Battlefront 2 during this Age of Rebellion updates that will span potentially 2 or 3 months. We know we're getting Original Trilogy Co-op, Original Trilogy Supremacy, including the return of Scarif, and all this is going to be amazing, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be adding something else to spice up the gameplay during this period. Thank you guys very much for watching. Let me know what you thought of my ideas. Let me know if you have any different ones down in the comments below. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe for lots of videos covering the update coming to Battlefront 2 next week. And as always, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll catch you in another video.